The primary purpose of a dodge is to get past a defender. Dodging combines athleticism, stick work, and footwork. The following video will show the fundamentals of dodging.
Hi, I'm Danielle Gallagher.
The primary purpose of a dodge is to get past a defender. This will create the time and space needed to move the ball to a teammate, shoot, or get open for a teammate by effectively eliminating a defender. Dodging combines athleticism, stick work, and footwork. Dodging is not about making a preconceived move, but instead is about learning to read the defense and adjust in order to gain an advantage. An offensive player's job on the field is to go to goal. This means traveling north and south on the field. Defensive players want to push the offense off course in an east-west direction, which forces them away from the goal. Too often, if dodges aren't executed correctly, the offensive players will help defenders by moving themselves east-west. A player who properly executes her dodge doesn't veer off her north-south course. The main objective of a successful dodge is to get an opponent off balance, out of her defensive stance, and trailing the play. Players can use change of speed, change of direction, and quick movements of their head, shoulders, and sticks to accomplish this. Once an opponent is off balance, the ball carrier needs to get a step on her and then dodge to the opposite side. When a player sets up her defender, when she gets a defender to bite on a move to the left, she creates an opportunity to beat the defender on her right side. Setting up a defender helps a ball carrier to predict where the defense will move, and she can react accordingly. Most attackers want to set the defender up to commit to the attacker's non-dominant side. This will allow the attacker to play her strength by finishing her dodge to her dominant hand, which often results in a stronger, more accurate pass or shot. To effectively execute dodges, the attacker needs to recognize how much time and space she needs for her footwork and her stick work. Newer players need lots of feedback because they are more likely to attempt a dodge too far away or too close to the defender. If they attempt to dodge too far away from the defender, they will not eliminate their opponent. If they execute the dodge too close to the defender, they may actually lose possession by checking themselves as they collide with their defender or pull their stick into their opponent's stick. Coaching tip: for proper stick protection when setting up a dodge or executing a dodge, reinforce the shoulder-shoulder stick principle. Always try to protect the stick with the shoulders. All dodges need to include a change of speed. While dodging, the offensive player must at some point change her pace to set up her defender or accelerate past her defender. All dodges should conclude with the attacker returning to the same path that she was on north-south prior to dodging, effectively eliminating the defensive player by sealing her off. The dodges covered in this lesson are face dodge or pull dodge and the roll dodge. Several more advanced dodges will be covered in Level 2. However, perfecting the face dodge and roll dodge will give players a solid base to develop more advanced dodges. The face dodge or pull dodge. The face dodge or pull dodge is the easiest to teach and learn. It is a dodge that can be used in the midfield as well as in settled attacking situations. Set up the defender. As the dodger approaches her defender, she wants to set up the defender by making a move and or faking a pass or shot with a slight movement of her head and stick, taking a jab step to one side or the other. Stick position. Keep two hands on the stick with the stick position parallel to the body and off the shoulder. Once the dodger sets up the defender, she pulls hard across her face to the opposite side, keeping the stick parallel to her body and protected from the defender. Remember, shoulder-shoulder stick principle for protection. Keep the stick in the strong hand on the pull and bring it back to the strong side once past the defender. Footwork. Jog at the defender's left shoulder to set her up with a jab step, fake pass, or shot. When within a stick's length of the defender, the dodger plants her right foot, for a right-handed player, pulls her stick hard across her face, protecting the stick with her shoulders, and explodes past the defender's right shoulder. She can take the smallest step to the side, east-west, with her left foot in order to achieve her goal of moving upfield with a powerful next step in the north-south direction. As soon as the dodger gets a step ahead of the defender, she cuts off the defender by staying on the north-south course on which she approached the defender, leaving the defender behind her. Coaching tip. Imagine that the offensive player is on a set of railroad tracks. They approach the defender, dodge off the tracks, and then seal off the defender by getting back on the tracks and using a tight cradle while leading with their stick. A dodge is truly effective only when a defender is left with a view of the dodger's back. Lead with the stick. Once the dodger explodes past the defender, she holds her stick in front of her shoulders for protection, sensing that the defender is recovering and still a threat. She keeps her stick in front of her in between her shoulders until open space is gained and she can pass or shoot. The pull dodge can be executed with the right or left hand leading the dodge. Encourage players to practice the skill with their dominant hand and then their non-dominant hand. Roll dodge. The roll dodge is mainly used in settled situations. Players can roll dodge to the left or right depending on the field position and whether they are right-handed or left-handed. As with all dodges, the dodger wants to set up the defender by faking a move, fake pass or shot with the jab step, or a slight movement of her head, shoulders, or stick. This will often cause defenders to raise their stick and straighten up, taking them out of their defensive stance. Stick position. The dodger keeps two hands on the stick as she approaches the defender with the stick position parallel to the body and off the right shoulder for a right-handed player. Remember, shoulder, shoulder, stick to protect the ball. Footwork. On the approach for a right-handed dodger, the dodger moves to the defender's left shoulder to set her up with a jab step, fake pass, or a shot. When a dodger is within the stick's length of a defender, she plants her left foot for a right-handed player in front of and in between the defender's feet. The planted left foot is the pivot foot, and the right foot moves. The dodger rolls to her right, swinging her back foot around the defender. As the dodger rolls to her right, she keeps her back to the defender and her stick between her shoulders. The right foot will now be to the side and slightly behind the defender as the roll is complete and the dodger explodes forward with her left foot while cutting off the defender with her body. Lead with your stick. As the dodger explodes past the defender, she keeps her stick in front of her shoulders and protected. The stick remains in front until open space is gained and she can pass or shoot. Error. The ball is dropped when performing the face dodge. Correction. Be sure the top hand is relaxed as the player pulls across her face. Check that both arms are moving together when the stick is pulled to the opposite side of the body. Error. The ball is checked out of the stick by the defender. Correction. During a roll dodge, make sure that the player steps around and not just beside her opponent. Make sure the body is between the defender and the stick at all times to maximize stick protection. Make sure the player accelerates after the dodge and seals off her opponent, leading with her stick.